Abusianfo ye mama kwaba e de ba RAZ Media so aja e ba wo je ba o aja anya abeduru awie. Abusia finally the Parliament of Ghana led by Afenyo Markins e de abeto abonten say it is true Napo is the person to vice His Excellency the second gentleman of the land. His Excellency, the second gentleman of the land, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, for the 2024 7th December general election. Now, Afenyo Markets din sembebre ene toho. And sembebre eno digu abontre. Na odie yanko nenko tie because you say nyum da eno ene niura ono ankasa nanum ana yese kalkum nso yegine wo kwakuo anum moma yanko nenko tie nwia panyini Afenyo Markets abra odi nsem we beto dwa se eye nokore. It is accepted even by the Parliament of Ghana led by him. Afenyo Markins said Napo is the right person to partner Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia Alhaji to win the election because any doctor they are equal to victory. Momi yanko ninkonko tie interview no yeba yebesan ato aso. Omi aka ho se RAZ Media GH on YouTube. Bomada na subscribe to our channel. Said a video papa be there piano. Ubeye one of the first people to hear. Here couldn't concotie, ye ba, ye besian to us, said the fata na etie. Meeting any Mr. Mafo.
Leader of our party and flag bearer met with the leadership of Parliament and had an extensive engagement with us regarding the way forward for the party in the 2024 elections. In the end, the conclusion was that our respected colleague, Dr. Matthew Pokupempe, is his choice for running mate. And that, as is normally the practice, and out of respect, the caucus would have to be informed and engaged about that decision. I've proceeded to engage the caucus, and so far the feedback has been positive. That the generality of the caucus members are in support of his choice. What it is that for it to be confirmed or for it to become official, there's going to be a National Council meeting, which our constitution is the highest decision-making body after Congress, and then that would also be further deliberated. But from what it tells us, it appears that there's a general consensus on that, and that there will be no problem. We also inquired from him the views of the president on it, and it was very positive. So it means that the various organs have been engaged from the information he gave us, and that everything is set for our brother Matthew Opokupempe to join him to hold the flag of the party for the 2024 election. I would want to strongly make this case that we are in this together. As we, the Freemasons, will say, we've all sprung from the same stock, partakers of the same nature and sharers in the same hope. None is perfect in this whole game. We may have our individual differences, and once a decision is made, if it's made, we must all rally behind him and make sure that we do the right thing. In fact, the flag bearer at the meeting also indicated, and I have his permission to make it public. And they said that, well, there were a number of respected colleagues that he was considering. He mentioned Dr. Bichum, He mentioned our colleague Brian Achampon. He mentioned our former colleague Honorable Nato, the Administrator of Common Fund. He mentioned Honorable First Deputy Speaker Joe Osewusu, and some others not in Parliament, that these were all individuals that he was strongly considering, but in the end, he had to make a final decision, and it fell on our brother. So we asked him that, oh, sir, so what about you reaching out to them? He said, oh, well, he started engaging them and to also inform them that, oh, this is his decision. So I think that is a very positive indication. I would also want to encourage all colleagues who had the aspiration of, as you know, being considered to see it as God's own decision, that the mantle has fallen on the Napo. We have to move on as a party. As for politics, you never can tell what will happen tomorrow. So when today is not your day, you take it easy and then wait for your turn or wait another day for God's own decision. Many party members, you know, have their own examples to share, and I'm sure we know that, you know. So that is where we are. It is Matthew Opoku Prempeh, and I would again strongly urge colleagues that they should be minded, guided, and be careful of utterances that would not help our cause.
As a party,
in fact, when the NDC National Council of Elders met, some of us got wind of some, you know, outcomes, including the fact that Madam Jaina Nopoko-Ajiman, the professor, did not get an overwhelming support. But when they came out and announced the decision that, look, she is the chosen one, we never had a single soul in the NDC fighting it. And that is the nature of politics. So that's about it. I humbly so submit.
Very well. In Napo, or Napo being your choice now as a party, what does he bring to the table? You have worked with him.
No, don't use Napo being the choice of the party. I'm making reference to the flag bearer.
I know. I'm just saying. Okay, fine.
It would be.
I withdraw.
I'm not going into who is.
I withdraw. My question. My question is, Napo being the choice of your flag bearer, and since you're asking everybody to rally around him, I'm saying, what does he bring to the table for you as a party going into this election? You have known him and worked with him for decades.
Let's discuss those matters after the Tuesday final decision.
Very well. Let's talk about some other things on the floor of the House today.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Your colleague, a constituency from the Ashanti, just escaped me, Honorable Kweku Kwatin, Obuasi West. Thank you so much. Former Deputy Minister. What have you done with him? The reports are that you've demoted him, made him a spokesperson. What exactly is the decision of leadership on Kweku Kwatin?
Kweku is a very respected member of Parliament. He is well respected by the caucus. We know his competence when it comes to issues of the economy. I'm surprised that people will misconstrue an elevation to mean a demotion. You are aware that there is a new rules book. We have our new standing orders we approved, and that has created a space for new committees. For instance, Defense and Interior Committee has now been split. We now have an Intelligence Committee of Parliament. And when we had some visitors recently from other advanced jurisdictions, they were encouraging us to ensure certain kind of people with a certain background to be members of that committee. And the Economy Committee is the most important committee of all the committees. We need a tried and tested person to head that committee. And we need somebody who can face the NDC squarely on the floor. And nobody does Kweku's competence when it comes to issues about the economy. You know, in President Kufuor's era, he was the major government spokesperson, a very respected government spokesperson. And he's been doing this all through, position he did. He's had an experience at the finance ministry. And finally, becoming a deputy minister. We cannot disregard his experience and his competence and his competence. So I consider it an investigation. The economic committee, on the scale, is much more stronger than the economic than the finance committee. Previously, finance committee was a committee that handled everything. So I think that if we're not authority an elevation, but all these will be properly formalized on the House floor. I only get to get the MDC to know that if they have their dongo and their whatnot, we have Kweku Kwarteng, who is now going to officially be the spokesperson of the caucus on the economy. So they should get ready for us. That's it.
Okay, so when you say economic committee, is that a new standing committee of the House or an ad hoc committee?
Yes,
so based on your standing orders, there's a new standing committee that will be called, or is called, economic committee. Would there still be finance committee, or that replaces finance committee? Hello, leader. Hello. Sorry, we lost Alexander Penyomakin there. He's majority leader of the House and MP for Efutu. We're asking him to explain further that position that has been given to Kweku Kwarteng as spokesperson of the Economic Committee. Mind you, he was chair of the Finance Committee. He was, and we are told that he was accused of hindering the approval of tax waivers for companies under the one district, one factory policy. That's one of the allegations being made as one of the reasons for his removal and being given this new position. The leader says it is rather a promotion, not a demotion, as has been reported. We're seeking also to hear his view on the challenge that has been thrown to him by the minority side on that free SHS bill. I'm told I have him back on the line. Leader, sorry, we lost you there. I was asking you that, so it means, are we going to have finance committee as well as economic committee side by side, or one replaces the other?
Yes, for the new standing order, there's going to be a finance committee standing alone and an economic committee standing alone.
So you're yet to constitute members of that committee, correct?
Some other committee.
No, for the economic committee, you are yet to put members in there.
All committees.
So you are starting afresh for every committee now?
Yes. That is what it is.
I see. Now, if committees in Parliament are usually led by chairman, vice chairman ranking, and deputy ranking, this new role of spokesperson, how does it work?
You are not paying attention to me.
Leader, if I were not paying attention to you, I cannot have this conversation with you. And I would advise you.
Because I would have to be repeating myself.
No, you are not repeating yourself. I'm asking you a specific question.
Exactly what you want me to do.
I am saying to you that your committees in the... No, you wait and hear my question. No, you are not repeating what you have said. I'm asking you a specific question. Your committees have chairman, vice chairman, ranking, and deputy ranking. Kweku Kwarteng is going to be spokesperson of the economic committee. Are you going to have spokesperson as a new role for all committees, or spokesperson is going to be alongside chairman, vice chair, ranking, and vice ranking?
Take my answers in its absolute terms and in context. I am saying that Mr. Kweku Kwarteng, a respected member of Parliament, is going to chair the new economic committee. Again, he is going to be our arrowhead on matters of the economy. In other words, he is going to be the majority spokesperson on the economy. Simplicity. All other matters not on the table for now. Respectfully, sir.
Very well. What would the finance committee be handling then, and how different would that be from the economy committee?
The details of their respective mandates will come up on the House floor.
When should we expect that?
Well, the rules of the House, Mr. Speaker has the selection committee. So that engagement process is in motion, respectfully.
Another claim has been made that Kweku Kwarteng was torpedoing some of the agenda of the House, including hindering the approval of tax waivers for companies under one district, one factory policy. Can you confirm or deny that?
I cannot make that allegation against his person. That would be unfair for me to do.
Very well. Another issue in the House, free SHS bill. You spoke about it, I think, in an interview last week or 2 weeks ago. The minority side has said that you were complaining about a non-existent bill before the House. Today, they said they were daring you to bring the bill, or you should risk being called names. What's the status of the free SHS bill, and why are you?
No. You know, they are having palpitations. They are having palpitations, and I will leave them to suffer. You know, the way they are suffering. Leave them alone. I'm not going to respond to that. The free SHS bill will come. It will come.
So
it will come. They are against the bill. Listen, they are against the bill. I'm not going to respond to them. They are against the bill. They've never been in support of free education in the country. And these are a group of inconsistent politicians when it comes to educational policy. I'm not going to respond to them. They will see. MPP is talk Nadu, the do. We talked about the free SHS, we implemented it. Now we want to fortify the policy with the legislation. And as a leader of government business, I made an announcement on the House floor that the cabinet, the president has given executive approval for the bill to be brought to the House. The Minister of Education, who superintend the ministry, would come to the House, and they will get to know. I have made an announcement. What is their problem? You know, I have in my political life, I don't just blow hot air. I won't just come out of my way to say what does not exist. So they should know me better. Judge me by my who I am. I won't just come out and say this or that. But they themselves are afraid of the bill. They know that it's a game changer. But they know it's a game changer.
But how can they be afraid of something you have not even brought before the House? And that's what they're saying to you, that you have said you're actually crying wolf where there's none. You haven't even brought the bill before the House. And yesterday I heard them banging on tables and demanding that you produce the bill. As of tonight, no bill has been presented. So how do you accuse them of opposing what has not been brought? That's what they're saying to you.
Find out the IDU conference. You didn't hear or say. Well, the point is that they are so inconsistent. They are not sure what they are about.
I think we're distracted. I think we're distracted. Let me help you with the question again. So the question is that.
Oh, it's not about directly. I'm not obliged to answer your question. I'm obliged to express a view. So
yeah, but I'm saying that
they get palpitated when they hear about the free SHS bill.
Honorable member,
call me names or not is up to them. It's up to them.
Honorable member,
I am saying that we are going to introduce the bill.
When?
And the bill will come. When the bill would be in the chamber.
When would the bill come? When would the bill come? Honorable Leader, when would the bill come to the House? Majority Leader? Oh, so the Honorable Majority Leader is not responding to that last question. We end the conversation here. This is Eyewitness News.
So which other question do you want?
The question is what I've asked. When are you bringing the SHS bill, free SHS bill to the House?
The free SHS bill would be in the House.
When?
The free SHS bill will be in the House.
On which day, sir? Hello?
The free SHS bill will be in the House.
On which day, sir?
Don't be the spokesperson for the NDC minority. Let us be interested in ensuring that the necessary consultations are done to get the bill into the House. And that has been the process.
So you haven't finished consultation and you're already accusing people of opposing what you have yet to bring?
But they say they are opposing. It's not me accusing them, respectfully.
You called the press conference and first made this announcement.
Then it means that you are not reading what they've been saying.
No, they started
on the House floor.
They started saying it after your interview.
Are we having a fair conversation?
Very, very fair.
I announced on the House floor, respectfully. I announced on the House floor that the government intends to bring a free SHS bill. I did. And they went out of their way to attack the government that we don't need a free SHS bill. That's what they said. How then do they now turn around? You remember their party machinery issued a statement saying that they are opposed to the free SHS bill. Isn't within the right of mandate of government to announce an intent, to announce a policy that these are the things that it intends doing, and the appropriate agency will in due time take the necessary steps to get it operationalized, and that's the same format.
Okay.
It's not the first time.
Very well.
So I see no reason why they are having palpitations.
All right. Finally, my guest on Point Blank tonight is a former MP for Adenta. You can call him a retiree MP. I'm hearing you are planning something nice for MPs when they go on retirement. Can you briefly tell us what that is and how different would that be from what the SNIT gives to people at the end of the work regularly?
Frankly speaking, I'm unable to speak to that issue for now.
Very well. Let's leave it here.
Honest with you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's Alexander Pejumakin, his MP for Futu and Majority Leader in the House of Parliament.